is your first time here, I am Chandra Yvette, simply a fabulous girl doing regular things. And if that is your vibe, please stick around for the video and don't forget to subscribe. All right, y'all. So probably maybe 2-ish weeks ago, I told you guys that I had gotten in this really pretty butter yellow suit from Zara. In addition to that, I actually picked up a couple of pieces from H&M, and then I also got a couple pieces from a store that I like to shop here locally. It is called Lizard Thicket. I don't know if that's a store that is nationwide or in various cities or not, but I do know that they have an online website. So I'm going to be sharing some pieces with you today. This is really a kind of like an impromptu video, but not so much. It's just simply one that I have not done in quite a while. So hopefully when I share these pieces, it will come together very well. I'm also trying something different by recording on a different camera other than my normal Sony ZV-1. I think it's a Sony ZV-1. But anyway, typically when I record or share Newnan items, I normally will use that camera. But I am going to be trying something different today. So once again, I hope that that turns out fairly well. And yeah, let's jump on into the video. All right, so did preview this one in my last video, but this is the butter yellow suit that I got from Zara. So double-breasted, very nice quality, tailored look suit. The blazer itself fits very well. I purchased the blazer in a size medium. Reason being is because at the time they didn't have a size small, which is normally my go-to when I do buy a blazer. But I will say that picking up the medium fit just as well. It's not like odd fitting or anything like that, and I really do like the way that it looks. It makes me feel quite comfortable, confident in it. You know, if you don't feel confident in something, you're not going to wear it, or you know, you just don't want those insecurities and things. But this blazer is really nice. Got structured shoulder pads in it, which is definitely still one of those things that I normally do not lean towards, but I love the way that it fits and love the way that it falls on my body. It has, of course, like I said, the buttons, double-breasted buttons. You've got one that buttons on the inside, like an inside enclosure, and then one that, of course, crosses the body. It's got some faux pockets here on the sides. You can see that. And like I said, nice tailoring, nice structured blazer. In the back, hopefully you can see that, see the little darting in the back, which of course does give that tailored look. And then in terms of the pants, I picked the pants up in a size small. And I was a little bit nervous about picking it up in a size small because Zara's sizing is a little bit odd to me in terms of, it's not odd, but with me having curves or being on the more curvier side, you know, I'm a little busty, and then I do have a pretty full rear end, but with me being shaped in that way, a lot of times the pants can be ill-fitting. Sometimes they can mush me in and make it look like I have no hips, or kind of flatten me out in the back when clearly I'm very round on the back end. But I was pleasantly surprised about these pants. They fit really well. Got a hook enclosure in the front and a one button detail right here, or one button styling right there at the front as well. So of course, naturally, you first cinch it in by that first button on the inside, and then of course the hook enclosure function. They're like an ankle length pair of slacks, but with me being 5 feet, it still looks ankle length. You know, it doesn't have that drastic overhang, but they don't look like capris, or they're not dramatically short on me, but they do look more tapered or tailored to the ankle. But I love these pants. They don't have spacing for belt loops, and so if gaping is an issue for you, you probably, if gaping is an issue for you and you are on the more curvaceous side, you need a little bit more room for your hips and your butt and things like that. If you had to size up, likely you may have to get these tailored at the waist. Me personally, they fit me well enough where it's not necessary for me to have to do that. But I love these pants. You've got faux pockets, of course, across the back, but then you do have 2 functional pockets on the front side of the pants. And the color itself, the color alone, makes me really love this outfit. call it outfit, but of course they're suit separates that can be mixed and matched. Definitely can see myself mix and matching these pants with blouses or sweaters, maybe even a tank, just depending on, you know, where I'm going and what I'm doing. But I love this outfit. The blazer itself is a very nice color and looks like it will look really well with a pair of jeans, and if you wanted to put on like a little pump or kitten heel style shoe, or even a pair of sneakers. The blazer is not so dressy that you could not pair it, like I said, with something like some jeans or something and some sneakers if you wanted to make a quick run and still just kind of look put together and stylish. But I love this suit. And if it's still available, I'll certainly have it linked. This is one of the items that I noticed on Zara that have kind of gone in and out of stock. So like even after I had placed my order for this suit, the blazer itself in the size medium that I picked up at the time, that's all they had available, which is why I picked the medium up. Probably within 3 or 4 days when I look back on the site, they have a size small and some other sizes available. So like I said, if it's available or still available, I'll have it linked below. And let's move on to the next item. All right, so the next item that I have is a 2-piece set that of course can most definitely be mixed and matched. It's in this kind of like cobalt blue color, or it's in like the cobalt blue family. It's not like that really rich cobalt blue color. The inside of the lining of it does have that really rich defined, or what one might define as cobalt blue. But on the outside, it's got like this textured detailing to it that kind of softens it, gives it kind of like a heathered effect, if that makes sense. But I love this set. When I saw this set in the store, it was so cute. The color itself grabbed me, and then the styling of it, which of course is, you know, the trend right now. Everybody's wearing vests with almost everything: jeans, shorts, skirts, suit separates, or wearing it like an actual outfit. Like in this case, if I were to pair it together with the shorts, it would be a matching set, which we all know you can't go wrong with a matching set. I hope you guys can actually get a good feel for how this looks. Like I said, I've never filmed on this camera, so hopefully, like I said, you're able to see what I'm trying to show you. But I love these as separates as well as together. I'm going to actually share the set together, but I can definitely see myself wearing this blazer, this vest with like a pair of jeans, a pair of Bermuda shorts. You have to be creative, but I do definitely feel like, you know, it's definitely not one of those things that you'd have to wear simply together like this. I could get multiple uses out of this, even with the shorts being the color that they are. Nice vibrant color. You can pair this with something like I've got an orange what do you call it, one shoulder top that I actually will be sharing in this haul, but the color of that orange actually would go really well with these shorts. And you know, being summertime, I'm the type of person, I'm gonna play with color anyway. I'm a very colorful girl. I love color. I love neutrals, but I definitely love color. And so with this, the shade of the blue and everything, I definitely can see myself pairing it with that orange one shoulder top as well. But definitely love these. These items were picked up from Lizard Thicket. I did have to purchase them separately. I want to say, I don't have to want to say because it's on here. The shorts, I got them actually in a medium, and they were $38.50. And then the top I purchased in a size small, and the top was $44.50. So not bad. Especially because of the quality. It's got some pretty good weight to it. It's not so heavy that it's too hot to be wearing it in the summertime or even in the spring, but it's weighty enough that you know that the quality on it is really good. Now this one, definitely a keeper. Got this one also from Lizard Thicket. For the most part, typically when you shop in there, there's things are like suit separate, so it's not something that you're gonna basically be spending 2 for 1, or you're basically going to be spending for 2 items, because they normally are not paired together where they come as one individual price. They're always usually separate. But this cute little tennis skirt and top, absolutely love it. I love the skirt. Both of these have some really good weight to it. I don't know if you can tell from the movement, but both have some really good weight to it. I would wear this just about anywhere, especially on a casual laid back day. This puts me in the mind of going and hanging out with some friends, maybe going to a brunch date, or hanging out with the girls, going on a little shopping trip or something, throw on my little hobo style bag, maybe even a crossbody bag, cute little pair of shades, throw my hair up in a claw clip or something. But I love the style of this outfit. I love the detail on the bottom. I do love cream and navy together, but this happens to be cream and black, and it's just really nice. The material on it is really nice, and like I said, it's got really good weight to it. The top itself has got some gold button detailing there. I don't have it buttoned up here. I hopefully am showing you like how it would look in the cutaway with those buttons completely buttoned, and then of course how it would look if you chose to leave one or two buttons open. But I think I got both of these. Both of these were purchased in a small. If they had an option, I may have even been able to go up to, or go down rather, to an extra small, because the skirt has quite a bit of stretch. And if I'm not mistaken, the skirt has, yeah, skirt's got some shorts up under it. So gives you that extra coverage in case that big wind comes through and you're not trying to show everybody your cake. You've got the shorts under there to help give you that added protection. But these two pieces together, I believe, are not only trendy, but very, very cute. It's not really something that I would see myself only wearing just because of a trend, or only wearing for this season and then the next season it's out. No, I feel like I could get a lot of use out of this and would probably wear this often. Also gives me vacation vibes, you know, and so definitely something that you could go and play tennis in, or visit, you know, a country club if that was your vibe. But I love this set together and can't wait to wear it. Okay, so I actually didn't realize that I had gotten as many pieces from Lizard Thicket as I picked up, but it looks like the majority of the things that I picked up is from Lizard Thicket, or did come from Lizard Thicket. This one was actually a gift that was given to me. But it was a gift that I saw it in the store, and at the time I passed on it. I looked at it, I saw it, it just looked like any other romper to me, but then it was actually purchased for me as a gift. And when I put this thing on, the detail of it was just really, really nice. It gives me kind of like dressy vibes, the style of the romper. And to be honest, I used to wear rompers pretty often, but I kind of got away from that style. But I love this romper. It's got like I don't want to call it a flap, but it's kind of like a flap that kind of lifts or overlays on the front of the body, but not one that wraps around. So it gives this romper a lot of good shape, very defined details. It does have one zip down the side of it. And then I like the fact that it kind of crosses over, or does cross over at the front and give that lapel style look there. And then of course it has the buttoning, or the belting on the side, which, guys, I've been playing with it, so I don't have it in the best condition. It may look a little bit messy there, but hopefully in the cutaway you're able to see how well this looks. It really does give a really nice tailored effect. Cinches me in really, really well, and I really love it. I love the brown color on it. On camera, hopefully it's not coming across as washed out, because it does have more of a richer brown color. It's not like a taupe, and to me it looks like it's coming across on camera like it's a taupe color. But yeah, I love this one. I think that this was purchased for me. It was purchased for me in a size small, and this one was actually probably the most expensive of the haul, because this was $64. Which is pretty pricey to me for a piece like this, but I think that it's worth it. It's got really nice quality, pretty good. The material itself has got some nice weight to it, not weighed down where it is too hot, and then it is actually lined on the inside as well. So you get a little bit of double coverage or protection in terms of when you're wearing it out. Doesn't seem like something that would leave a whole lot of sweat stains, and more than likely that's probably due to that extra lining on the inside. But I really like this outfit. I was so excited when I opened the bag and I was gifted with this, especially once I tried it on and saw how well it fit. So this was another one. Like I said, it actually did come from Lizard Thicket, and I got this one in a small as well. Alright, so I've actually been on the hunt for quite a while for I wanted a white vest. I've been wanting one of the white long line vests for a while. I haven't really been able to find one that I like a lot. The only one that I really found that I truly liked was one from Janae Naylor's collection that was released, I believe, last summer. But by the time I got in the store and realized that it was there, they had, I want to say they had a 2, which I tried on. I bought it because I could actually fit it, but it was gathering real bad up here in the bust area. And for a while, I thought, maybe, well, I can tuck it in and make it V-neck, and I can wear it this way, open this many buttons and this, that, and the third. But even with it having the ability to be able to do that, I wanted to be able to wear it the way that it originally came, in addition to being able to play it up or down. But I ended up taking that one back, and I still haven't found one since then. But this one, though it's not white, this one is actually like a off-white, ivory-like color. But I love the details of the buttons there, if you can see them. Don't mind my nails. I know that they are a mess and need to be done. But I love the button detailing on there. They are traced, or they are ivory with gold embellishment around them. And I think it's really nice. It is also one of those that, of course, you can unbutton or you can leave buttoned up. I like the fact that it's got a nice collar on it, which gives a little bit more of a different neckline and also a more polished look. Definitely different compared to a lot of the other ones that are out there where they're almost all the same. I got a couple of them, so I'm not judging. I'm just saying that typically you don't find where they have these collars on them. And then this one kind of gives like a denim feel. So, of course, once again, it's got some good weight to it. It also has kind of like that peplum styling at the waist area. So it kind of comes down tailored, has that little cinched look, and then kind of flares out just above the hip area. So I do like that about it. The pockets on these are actually real, which I'm actually just finding out. And so, of course, you can probably tuck that pocket in too. But definitely something that you can wear with some jeans, something that you can wear with a nice skirt, some shorts, just depending, once again, on what you're going for. We all have our different ways of styling things or different ways of wearing things. And naturally, these days, you definitely want to get the most bang for your buck. But this is the type of blazer that I feel like I could get a lot of different looks out of, and kind of got ideas going around in my head right now as we speak. So this one, like I said, it came from Lizard Thicket as well. I got this one in a medium also, and this one was $46.50. So, all right. So this item that I got from Lizard Thicket, which is actually the last one in this haul, is this blue summer dress. It kind of has some detailing in the bust line or bust area, if you can see that, and then of course it ties up. You can gather it as much as you may need to, just for that added support. I don't necessarily think you would need to wear a bra with it, maybe some pasties just to make sure that your headlights are not on, but the top itself, or the way that it cinches in, gives you, to me, enough support where you don't necessarily have to have on a bra. Plus, it's got some detailing across the back side where it laces up the back. And so even if you were to try to put on like a strapless bra, you'd be revealing that. And we don't want that. So, like I said, I believe that you could get away with wearing this without putting on a bra. And if you guys didn't see, I just actually pulled the strings and it kind of gathered everything together to kind of close the back up some. But naturally, if you wanted that effect or wanted to show that crisscross detailing across the back, you have the ability to be able to do that as well. But I love the way that the dress fits. It's very, very fitted through the torso area and then flares out over the hips, and gives that, I don't know what era it comes from, but I know that there's a specific era that this type of dress styling comes from, and I definitely loved it. I love the way that it flowed. I can't even think of a time. I can see it in my head, but I can't call out a specific era of when you would typically see these types of dresses, but I own actually a couple of them, and I own them for that reason. I love the way that these dresses look. And then this blue color was really, really good. It also has a split, so I love that split detailing on this as well. Absolutely love the split detailing on it. This is actually lined, so it's not just, you know, that one layer of material. It's got some lining there up under the bottom, or not up under the bottom, but throughout the dress. And so naturally that gives you that added comfort. Probably no need to really wear anything like a slip under it. For some of us that may want to wear something like some shapewear, something like that out from under it, just to give us that added effect, or to make the dramatic look of the dress actually stand out, then you can certainly do that. I'm not really one that wears a whole lot of shapewear. In fact, I really don't wear it. It's got to really be something that's really revealing some things in a major way for me to actually put shapewear on. But no shade to anybody that decides to wear that. And then some people just feel more comfortable that way. I just happen to not be one of those people. But when necessary, I will put shapewear on. But in this particular dress, like I said, because of the lining and the way that it's made, if you didn't want to, you don't have to put on anything like that and still pull off a nice little look with like some the wedges that lace up like around your ankles. I love that style of shoe with this kind of dress. Naturally, you can wear a regular pump or even some slides or cute sandals. But this type of dress, I see myself wearing it with like a wedge heel or a wedged sandal that kind of laces up. But the thing that got me about this dress for the most part was, like I said, the color of it. And then when I put it on and saw the shape and how it draped over my body, I really liked it. So the straps do adjust in the back. The hardware that's used is not really my favorite, and as I'm sharing that with you guys, I noticed that it's probably not my favorite. But it's not a deal breaker for me. Like I said, I'm definitely gonna keep this dress, and I love, like I said, the color and the style of it. This was also picked up, like I said, from Lizard Thicket. It was the last item that I got from them, and this was roughly $50, and I got it in a size small. All right, that top that I was mentioning to you guys that I would probably pair, or could see myself pairing with those blue shorts, is this one shoulder tank that I got from H&M. So the next and last pieces that I'm sharing with you guys are actually pieces that came from H&M, but I love the bold color of this tank top, and I also love the one shoulder detail on it. It doesn't, when I tried it on, it doesn't make me feel like I'm still having to pull and tug at myself a whole lot. I can definitely wear a nice strapless bra. I've got to get one that doesn't have all of the lacy embellishments and details, even though this tank top is probably thick enough where that the detailing of a bra, the laciness, and you know, if it's padding and all that kind of stuff, you won't really see that, because like I said, this top is fairly on the thicker side. I actually got this shirt for like $4. I think they were having some kind of sale, and it might have been regularly like $12 or $14 or something like that. Y'all know how H&M tops and things are, but I was actually able to get this for about $4, and I love the vibrant color. I picked it up in a size small, and I'm going to just show y'all the comparison of, or the contrast of color from the orange to the blue. See how that goes extremely well. And for me, if I were wearing these colors together, I would probably pair it with something like a cognac style or neutral colored shoe, neutral colored pump, neutral colored sandal, depending on where I'm going, of course, and probably use a bag that is of the same color just to kind of tie it in together. Gold accessories, I would think. But I really like these colors together, y'all. I think they will look really, really nice together. Something else that will look nice with that orange top are these brown Bermuda shorts that I picked up from H&M. As soon as I saw these shorts, I wanted them immediately. I knew that I wanted a pair of Bermuda shorts that were on the longer, lengthier side. Even with me being 5 feet, I still wanted something that would go below or beyond the knee, or right there at the knee. A lot of the Bermuda shorts that I have hit exactly at the knee. These, on the other hand, do extend beyond that, and they're like this linen blend short in this chocolate brown color. It does have real pockets. We love that. And then the back pockets are like faux pockets. But I also think that it would pair well with that orange. Nice pop of color on top of that neutral brown color would be really, really nice. But the only thing I will say about these, I usually like or gravitate towards more of like a flat front pair of pants or slacks. These have the pleating in the front, and I don't know if it's because of the shape of my lower half, having, a little bit of curve in the hip area, and then having, a rump and everything. I feel like they kind of gather a little bit more in this area than what I care for. Not a deal breaker, because like I said, they're fairly roomy, but there's a part of me that when I see how much room it is that's available there, it kind of, like I said, gathers a little bit more there than what I care for, and kind of gives that, it's not really frumpy, but it's almost like excess material that I don't necessarily need in these particular shorts. So I got these, I want to say I got these in a size 6 because I wasn't sure how they would fit, and I had not tried them on in the store. But I will say, if I had had the opportunity to try them on, I likely would have picked up a size 4. I'm not going to send them back because I do like the fact that they have a more baggier effect, but I feel like a 4 would have been more fitting, especially in this area, just because of that gathering that I don't really care for. But like I said, I got these at H&M size 6, and these, I don't see the price on them, but I know I got them on sale because I think I had like a 20 or 25% discount that was available. So I didn't pay full price for them, but I will definitely have these linked in the description box if that's something that you're interested in. If I'm not mistaken, they actually also have a vest in this same color, that if you were looking for that matching 2-piece set, the easy go and flow kind of look, they've got the vest online as well. I just didn't pick it up because at the time I didn't see the vest. I just jumped at these shorts, but definitely something, if I decided that I wanted that easy go and flow kind of look, I would definitely pick that vest up as well. All right, y'all, and so sticking with the trend with the butter yellow colors, this particular little sweater I just thought was super cute. Just a nice, clean, classic sweater. I like the round neckline that goes almost like shoulder to shoulder. This is probably one, if you wanted to, that you could kind of pull off of the shoulders and have a little bit more of an off-shoulder look if you wanted to show a little bit more clavicle, because of the way that it is made. But it's just a nice sweater. It's kind of got some rib detailing down at where it would hit. On me, it hits right there at the waistline, and so it kind of gives you that accentuated look right there in the waist area. For me, I really love the fitted look of this sweater, and of course I love the color of it. Not necessarily just because of the trendiness of this color for the season, but I just like the color. I like the soft touch that it gives without adding an in-your-face bold color, if that's not what you're going for, which in my case, if I were wearing this, I would be going for more of a subtle look, but paired with some jeans or some cute shorts or something like that during the summertime. Got some yellow shorts that I could probably pair this with, or even those yellow slacks with those gold shoes that I picked up from Zara, especially with a pair of shorts. I think it would be right up my alley to put something like that on or pair it together, and then, like I said, pop it off with a bunch of gold accessories. So this was one from H&M also. I got this in a size small, and I want to say I might have paid less than 20 bucks for the sweater, and I just thought it was a good deal, so picked that one up as well. All right, last items that I picked up from H&M were both linen pieces. The first one are these pants, which I absolutely love. Now, I will say that on camera it's coming across like it's more of a bolder red than what it is. These happen to be more of like they're not a brick red, but they lean more towards the brick red more than they would like this bold red color. But they are a nice linen wide leg pant that fits really, really nicely around my waist area. No gaping. I do work out quite a bit, and so I don't want to, I know as, body composition or recomposition changes, it may change a little bit, cinching the waist in just a little bit more because I'm doing even more tightening and toning in that area. But for now, I love the way that these pants fit in the waist area, and then the way that they kind of drape and give that nice wide leg effect. In the cutaway, I'm probably showing this in something that has more of like a neutral top. May even be pairing it with like the cream colored vest that I got from Lizard Thicket, just to kind of give you an idea of how those two items would look together, because I actually think that they would look nice together as well. But then also too, this beauty here, this is being called a linen blend jacket. It's getting ready to start storming outside. Gosh, I'm so tired of these storms. But anyway, this is being called a linen jacket. It doesn't have any buttons on it, but it does have a nice tie. You've got loops for the tie on the jacket or the top, but this is definitely a nice layering piece. You don't necessarily need a shirt out from under it, or you can throw something on there for an added pop of color if you wanted to do that. You could wear this simply as is. Me personally, I probably would do like a camisole or something out from under it, but I absolutely love this blazer. Nice V-neck styling in the chest area, just because of the way that it kind of crosses over, but it's not like a dramatic V. It's probably more so just up here at the very top of the chest area, but just depending on how you style it, you probably could open that up a little bit more if you wanted to. It was just something about this that immediately grabbed me. I see straight leg jeans and a medium wash. I see wearing this with a pair of slacks, wearing it with a pair of shorts, even though it does come down fairly low on me. I love this jacket. And I don't even know why I'm calling it a jacket, because to me, I looked at it as just like a shirt with a tie in it, but it's definitely something that could give off jacket vibes. Definitely something that you can transition into the cooler months, as you know, fall approaches us in a couple months here. But I definitely love this linen top. I purchased this in a size small, and I don't have the price on this either, but I will say in the whole haul that I picked up from H&M, the whole thing, I got it for like 25% off at that time, which was why I picked up, you know, the few pieces that I did pick up. But of the entire haul that I got from H&M, it would probably be the linen pieces, without a doubt. The brown linen shorts, these red linen pants, and then this jacket. I love it. So very, very glad that I picked these items up. Alright, so like I said, that was a very, very quick video. I didn't want the video to be too long. Hopefully it won't be an extremely long video, but definitely wanted to jump on as promised and share my new in items. These are my new in items that I picked up for the summer. More than likely there may be another piece here or there that I may pick up and share with you guys, but I am pretty pleased with the few items that I picked up. If you guys see my closet, you would know that I absolutely don't need anything, and if I do, I need to get rid of some stuff if I'm gonna be bringing stuff in, because my closet is packed. But anyway, like I said, I'm pretty pleased with what I was able to find. I will have all of the items that I have shared with you guys listed in the description box, provided that they are still readily available for you to purchase. And also tell me what your favorite piece was, what your favorite pieces are, if these are items that you already purchased, if you're liking the items and how you might want to style them up, or what your ideas might be. Definitely drop them down below in the comments and let's talk about it. Alright guys, so that is the end of the video. Those are the pieces that I picked up for my wardrobe for the summer. And like I said, make sure if you have made it this far in the video, if you are not yet subscribed, be sure to go ahead and subscribe before you leave. Share a comment, and do all the other things that the other YouTubers tell you to do, guys. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Later.